everybody, I'm the Fruit Collector, and welcome to another video of the One Piece card game. Today I am breaking my schedule and making another video today of me going over this tier list here of all the OP05 leaders. I'm basing these off their effects alone and what I think they will bring to the table. This is just my completely uneducated thoughts. I'm not using the three Don Quixote Pirates cards as an example, or any previous cards that were released in sets 1, 2, 3, or 4 as reference or any of my guesses. This is just my thoughts on how I think they will do going forward, completely uneducated. So first off, we have Sabo here. His effect reads, he's a red and black leader first. Let's go over that. He has 5,000 power and 4 life. His effect reads, when he has one Don card equipped, on your opponent's turn, once per turn, when one of your characters with 5,000 or more power is KO'd, that character can lose, voice crack there, 1,000 power this turn instead of being KO'd. I think that's really good. If you have like a 4-cost 6,000 beat stick, I'm sure that'll be a thing that exists in this deck. Using your cards like that, that'll be very, very useful. I mean, like, it goes to get KO'd by your opponent. Bam, take it down to a 5k. It's still a 5k. They have to use one Don to beat not one Don to be over, but they still attack again with another card. If you have like a blocker, that would also be very good. You know, activate the blocker, trigger on your trigger your Sabo, keeps the blocker alive for next turn, or they have to attack into it again. Obviously, it wouldn't unrest itself, so you can't use the blocker effect again. But having that blocker on the field still will be very good for next turn as well. Any like strong attackers you might get out of that. I think this is very good. It's not locked upon an archetype, so any red or black card, we already have the really good Whitebeard Pirates package. We have a really good Straw Hat Pirates package with Brush Zero and stuff. I think this would be very, very good. I am extremely excited to see how this goes. So, knowing the information we have, I think I'm going to safely put this at third for now. We'll change it up as we go along and just see how things change. Next up, we have Eneru here, a yellow leader with 5,000 power and 4 life. Its effect reads, on your opponent's turn, once per turn. When your life reaches 0, you may add the top card of your deck to your life, then discard 1 card from your hand. This is really good. It keeps you alive for a bit longer. It's being once per turn does kind of hurt it a bit, so it's not maybe the greatest, but I think it'll be really good. Hoping that he'll get a lot of good trigger effects added to his deck, considering he is yellow, and you don't have to add any. It's not restricted to Sky Island either, so you can use your previous yellow cards from sets 3, 4, and then 5 to probably bolster your deck. Things like pretty sure Katakuri must be to life and all that could all be very good. A lot of really good trigger effects were introduced in set 3. So yes, this has a lot of really good potential. However, I don't know if the effect just quite yet is good enough. I'm trying to not have my bias of Eneru being my favorite character get in the way. But I don't think his effect will be too amazing unless we see how good the yellow cards out of set 5 will be. But I'm very happy to be proven wrong. But I might actually put Sabo up here and put Eneru at number 3 instead. And go along here. Because I don't feel safe putting either of them at number 1. Mainly because the next leader we're looking at here, Bella Betty, is a 5 power, 4 life, red and yellow leader. With the effects of activate main, once per turn, you may discard from your hand 1 Revolutionary Army type card, give up to 3 of your Revolutionary Army or trigger type characters plus 3,000 power during this turn. This is really, really good. Sure, I don't know how many Revolutionary Army cards already exist under red and yellow. I guess I should have done that research ahead of time. But I also think that the trigger being one of the restrictions for Bella Betty's effects is going to be really good. So, I mean, I guess I didn't do the research ahead of time because I didn't want to base anything off of previous cards. But I think just using cards from OP05, I think this has the possibility of being really, really good. It's once per turn, and you're going -1 to do possibly 9 Don worth of power. Like, that is insane. And if you just have a bunch of, 2-cost 4k beat sticks on the field, you discard 1 Revolutionary Army card, and then all of them go from 4,000 power to 37,000 power, guys, just like that. I think this is very good. I think Bella Betty has a lot of really good potential, and I'm really excited. I think so far, out of all 6 of these, I'm safe to put Bella Betty at number 1 because of just really good potential for this card. Next up, we have the purple Luffy here. 5,000 power, 5 life. Activate main once per turn is a purple leader. I don't know if I mentioned that. When activate main once per turn, you may take the top card from your life and add it to your hand. If the amount of Don on your field is 0 or 3 or more, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck as active. That is an extremely high ramp in more Don than your opponent. This is really good going first, obviously. Also, it being a purple leader, you're going to be using a lot of purple cards that rely off of removing Don from your Don field back to your Don deck, which will be really, really positive for this deck. And the fact that you can add it with 0, you're just not going to be doing any adding when you have 1 or 2 Dons, so you won't be doing it in your first turn, which is completely fine. So, it's just future proofing for any possible insane combos that could go out in the future. But yes, I think this has a lot of very, very good potential. Though one thing is, it does take the top card from your life, so that might be a bit of an issue. Or maybe not, because we saw with Whitebeard that even though we're removing life at the end of our turn, that could be a lot of help. Like, this is basically a second draw. They can do a few times. So this could very well be the best in the entire set, and for that reason, I'm going to be moving Sabo and Eneru down 1 and putting Luffy at number 2. For the next leader we got going on here is Sakazuki, a blue and black leader with 5,000 power and 4 life. So effect reads, activate main once per turn. You may discard 1 card and draw 1 card, and when attacking, give up to one of the opponent's characters -1 cost during this turn. I think this is really good. I think the discard one will benefit a lot off of set 2's Impel Down cards. I believe benefit a lot of being in the trash, and a lot of black cards. Most black cards benefit from having your opponent's characters with low cost. So this is very I don't want to say unique, but it's really nice. I like the draw one. Just recycling cards in your hand. That'll be very useful. It's any turn there's discard 1 and then draw 1. That's the only downside. But I think if it was just a normal draw 1, it'd be a bit too powerful. And then the -1 cost I think is pretty good. I haven't played black at all, so I'm not entirely educated on how good -1 cost when attacking would be. But it being a 5,000 power leader, I feel like losing just doing that every time. You can attack basically for free unless they're playing Whitebeard on the other side. So we could very well see this being very good, but I'm also not sure how good. So for that, I'm just going to put him at 5. And for the next leader, spoiler alert, I think is the worst out of them, is Don Quixote Roshinate, if I pronounce it right. A green and blue leader with 5,000 power and 4 life. And the effect of having a blocker effect, and end of your turn, if your hand has 6 cards or less, you set this leader as active. And the fact that he has 4 life and is a blocker, I feel like just makes him kind of a dead leader. He gets -1 life for no reason, by the fact that he just has 2 colors. But I think he should have 5 life at least, just for the fact that he is a blocker. Now, your goal is going to be, protecting a lot of your powerful cards, but you're going to have to make some really, really insanely powerful cards here if you want to make this feel even slightly worth it, because I don't think it really is. But yes, that is all I have for today. This is the final tier list standings. I'm going to put him at the bottom because I just am not impressed by him at all. That is all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this tier list in the comments below. I thought this would be a fun little video to make. I think I'm going to go and do this later on this year, or maybe the end of this month or next month, end of next month probably, because I think this set comes out August 26th in Japan. So I'll probably do it around then when we have all the cards revealed. I'll go back through here and look at this tier list I made previous and update it or just change my thoughts on who's going to be the best leader. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure the ones I have, and have a great day.